Is that Fleetwood town?
Bristol City.
Oh, nailed it. Good job.
County.
So we are now in 11th place with 17 games played.
Scunthorpe United.
I can't believe how few goals we've scored.
2, Walsall 0.
9.
Doncaster
9
Rovers,
goddamn
1.
goals. No one has scored less goals than us.
Milton Keynes Dons 2. Colchester
No one has let in
0.
as few goals as us, though.
That's true.
That is rapidly becoming not worth it.
Good job, Garrett.
0. Peterborough United 2. Forley Town with 17
You know what?
points.
Let's give Guthrie a
Fifth
game.
bottom, climbing the table are Doncaster
The
Rovers
troll monster
with
needs all the
18
sun he can
points.
get.
He needs that vitamin D.
It's not vitamin D. That sounds like the worst pickup line ever. Hey, baby. I'm gonna give you some of the vitamin D. Oh, it's a fucking anchor. Okay. That makes sense.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was one of those weird squiggly line Arab things when I glanced at it. 'Cause I don't know.
You mean they're writing?
Yes, because as much as I pride myself on knowing the world, I don't know enough about their language to be able to discern it from just a random line on a page.
Hi there, everybody.
So I went down to the INS today. Good header.
Goes up to head it away.
I know it wasn't our team, but I still appreciate a good header. So I went down to the INS today. I spent 3 hours down there at the INS. I got down there at like
Big
9:30.
challenge now.
And I spent 3 hours down there filling out
Controlling the
forms and
play
doing
here.
stuff.
His teammate just
And
borrowed the
then
ball for a few moments.
when I'm on my way up to go to another window, one of the many windows I've gone to that day, booths or whatever, I'm walking past a security guard, and he goes, "Are you here to become a citizen, or are you just trying to get your alien card renewed?" And I'm like, "I'm just trying to get fucking. What the fuck happened there?" I was like, I'm just trying to get my green card renewed. It's been expired. And he's like, you can just do that online, right? And I was like,
What a helpful security
no.
guard.
And he was like, yeah, hold on, let me get you all the papers. You can just fill these papers out, and you can just email them or fax them into us or whatever you want to do, or mail them. And I was like, so no one told me this over, like, I've been here for like 3 hours. It's like noon 30 now. I'm starving. I'm all irritable because it's hot in here. And he's like, oh yeah, you can just do this online. I don't know why you've been here the whole time. Because no one fucking told me this. I was expecting a security guard to be the guy who knows the inner workings of the INS. John McClane sort of situation. I almost said John McCain. But that would just be getting shot down 5 times. Is he a hero, though, or is he just a terrible pilot? Because I bet you I could get shot down 5 times, no problem. I mean, if someone would let me in a plane, I bet you I could get shot down.
Yeah, but to continue to serve your country after being shot down 5 times.
That's true. That takes dedication.
It does.
My car was gone for so long. It's weird having my... Because now, like, during the day, I'm like, I can just go somewhere if I want to.
You realize there's nowhere you
There's nowhere I want to go or nowhere where they'll have me, but... Ah!
Yeah, we gave him way too much space.
Yeah. Oh, he was offsides!
Really good organisation from the defence.
Yay!
Drink!
Well, looking at the...
Yeah, I'm going to give Guthrie that much credit.
You're going to give Guthrie that much credit. Why? Are you afraid because he'll, like, find you in the night sometime?
He's our left back.
Who will find you in the night sometime?
Big matches. Plenty wrong with their performance. In with a chance.
I went down to the laundromat today, and there was this old woman who I thought was talking to me because I had my headphones on. So I took my headphones out, and it turns out she was just talking, not to anyone. She wasn't even like didn't even sound like she was having a conversation with an imaginary person. She was just talking about the Chinese Jewish conspiracy to control the media.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, the well-known collaboration between the Chinese Communist Party
And the Jews.
and some random Jews in America. That old chestnut.
Here's the shot. That would have been...
Because the EPA was trying to... Okay, so the EPA was trying to clean up a mine with a bunch of toxic waste in it.
Cheers,
Trying
Alan.
to clean it up so it wouldn't leak into the water supply. And then they accidentally broke a hole in the mine. Ah!
It's still in...
Artificially creating a water shortage. But that's alright, we live in a desert. When has a desert ever been known for having a water shortage?
Laurie Dalla Valle.
Sort of hoping you'd say something there, but
No,
sort of capitalize on the start of a joke I had made. Not a strong one, I'll admit, but the start of one.
Well, continue on with it.
No,
Where is
moment.
this going?
The guy I suspect stole my car stereo came up to me the other day and was going to sell me a car stereo. And I looked at it and it wasn't mine. And I was shocked that it wasn't mine. But he's always just hanging around outside. Like, at like 2 o'clock in the morning, just in a parking lot. There's no... Name one legit thing you could be doing in that situation.
Security guard.
He's not... Okay, so... Okay, Okay, so he's wearing tracksuit pants and a really stained wife beater. Now name anything legit he could be doing at 2 a.m. in a parking lot.
Selling car stereos.
If that, you know, if that's his 9 to 5, oh, good shot, Andy. Actually, okay, so there's someone else in the room while we're recording this, and she, when I said what was a legit thing that they could be doing at 2 a.m. in a parking lot, she walked all the way across the room, grabbed the notepad, and then it has just now written on it, selling drugs. And you know what? I didn't even consider him the possibility that he was selling drugs.
Seriously?
If I thought he was selling drugs, I wouldn't have to drive all the way across town to go buy my drugs if he was selling it in my parking lot.
Yeah, he might not have very good drugs.
Well, I won't know that unless I ask him.
If he's wearing a stained wife beater and track pants,
he'll have meth.
He'll have meth.
It's going to be a free
Name it. If you could pick one movie that you could erase your memory of so you could watch it again, what would it be?
Necessary Roughness. Have you ever seen that movie?
So not like, say, maybe The Matrix or the first Jurassic Park
Maybe
movie.
Tremors.
Good save, Garrett!
Kevin Bacon's best movie. You know that's true.
I was literally trying to argue with you whether or not that was Kevin Bacon's best movie.
It is.
It's Kevin Bacon's best movie. I know you're just doing this to piss me off now.
I love that movie.
I love Tremors as well. I was about to say I love Tremors 2. I only like Tremors 2. I saw an interview with Kevin Bacon recently where he said he'd be really down to do another Tremors movie, but they just keep making direct... I just fell over in the box. They just keep making direct-to-DVD Tremors sequels, and he doesn't want to be a direct. He wants to be like an actual sequel. The only guy who came back for it was the gun nut guy who lived in his basement.
Oh yeah.
But it's based in Wild West times. Oh, come on! Would you remember the name of the town from Tremors?
No.
I don't either, but it was the founding of that town and how they had tremors in their silver mine. And how these old westy guys had to hire a bunch of gunslingers and just shank that shot completely.
He could have controlled that for a little bit.
It was dumb. It was dumb. Admittedly, the third one was dumb too. What they called? Oh, they were called ass blasters in the third one. That's what they were called. Because they had the ability to fly by shooting big bursts of methane out of their ass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That was a particularly long day of Netflix I had. I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch the Tremors TV show. And I got 2 episodes in. I was like, you know what? I'd rather watch Tremors 3. 3 shots on target, 6 shots, 9 tackles. Southend for the J. Payne Trophy. I was 14 at one point. I must have tried to have done a kickflip or an ollie.
I think everyone tried. And then we all fell on our faces in our driveways. And we're like, fuck this.
Yeah, and only a select few people were able to command that energy and power through and continue to do it until they did a shitty ollie.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that there was light in the tunnel. If we just waited another couple years, we'd be able to get drunk and play video games whenever we wanted.
Wait, how old were you when you tried to do an ollie and quit in the anticipation of being able to drink?
13.
So you're like, you know what? I don't need to learn skateboarding because in 7 years I'll have alcohol legally. Remember when you had that one friend in your group who was old enough to, or not even old enough, but like was able to get access to alcohol?
It was you.
That was me. I should really stop saying this. I never bought alcohol for anyone who was underage ever.
That's right. He just stole our money, and then we just stole his booze.
Yes. They just gifted me money, and then I would just leave alcohol accidentally unattended in the back seat of their car.
Hey, finders keepers.
Possession of alcohol is 9/10 of the law. So this begs the question, since we were talking about Tremors before. Get in there. What's your favorite direct-to-DVD sequel of any movie?
It's Western.
It has to be a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, because we can just pick any direct-to-DVD movie, but that'll be just the last 15 years of Dolph Lundgren's career, and I don't want to get into that. Right there! Come on, Ref! He was grabbing him! It's mostly horror movies, though, isn't it? It's either horror movies or Disney movies that have straight-to-DVD sequels. Oh, Starship Troopers!
I haven't seen the second one.
You don't need to.
I liked the first one a lot.
Why? No, we always have this conversation.
I don't
Why?
understand why you don't like it.
You don't understand how I don't like Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You've no fathomable idea why I wouldn't like the cinematic masterpiece that is Starship Troopers with James Van Der Beek. So you've never seen Starship Troopers 2?
No, I haven't. But I like
With
the first
with
one.
none of the original cast in it. Literally none.
Well, like, they all get, like, killed and crippled, man.
Oh, no, they don't. James Van Der Beek made it out alive.
Oh, that's true.
And what's her face with those massive tits and no acting ability, or face that doesn't look like it was carved out of a squash?
Man, don't you remember seeing those tits for, like, the first time in a...
Ah! That's the noise I made when I saw them for the first time. Yeah, but is your fondness for that movie remembering what's her fuck's tits?
Yeah.
Really? Yes! Yeah!
See, all we do is talk about tits. and
All we
goals
have
come.
to do is talk about tits. Okay, we have a new life goal. Do you know what Ireland's invasion plan is? If they get invaded. Not if they invade somewhere else, because that's clearly never going to happen.
You run to the countryside.
It's literally whatever constitutes our military.
the farmers and farmers' moms.
Everyone and their mom has guns around here. Who? Farmers. Who else? Farmers' moms. But it's basically... Oh, nice back heel. Ah! So it's basically that the regular army folds like a Guatemalan maid, but holds on just long enough for the Irish Rangers to run into the countryside and train up the IRA again. And just start that shit again. Like a small, tiny, shitty country right next to one of the world's largest empires. You know, like Egypt and Israel and Syria and Afghanistan and Pakistan and India.
When did you lose the Falklands?
They didn't lose the Falklands. I think they fought a really one-sided war over whether or not they needed to keep the Falklands for strategic, what did Eddie Izzard say? Strategic sheep farming purposes?
Oh, yeah, that was Margaret Thatcher's thing.
That was Margaret Thatcher's thing, yeah. That was the one thing she didn't completely fuck up. Oh, you kidding me? Come on! I dribbled through there so well.
I think you should chip it.
Too young to really remember the Falklands War, but I do remember, like, you know, them talking about it years later. And I do remember they had just mothballed most of their fleet because they couldn't afford to keep the fleet anigore, and then Argentina invaded, so they had to, like, refuel and re-engine all these ships and just throw people into them and just sail them to the Falklands. Just go, go! So they're not making that mistake again. They're making all new mistakes.
Mainly listening to America. I think we're a bad influence.
You like to think that Britain, you know, is what the troubled kid trying to go straight, and then America's the shitty guy trying to have them make one last job when we go straight and we're home free. We just need to invade Afghanistan. You know, like how you invaded Afghanistan hundreds of years ago and failed. If anyone who should have been not on board with invading Afghanistan, it should have been England, because they've done it before. That'd be like if you just walk up to Germany now and go, "Hey, Germany, do you want to invade Russia?" And they go, "Yes."
I don't want to even know what events would have to happen where Germany's like, let's be the aggressor in a war.
I know the events that exactly happened to lead to that conversation the first time. Well, they mobilized 3 tank divisions earlier this year to try and at least posture against what Russia was doing in the Ukraine.
Can they hold on here? The fans are doing their best to give them the support.
I like that. I would like to think that that's a barometer, like for world leaders, like to know that you fucked up, is that Germany has mobilized military units. You know, you like to think that, you know what, we're doing okay, and then Germany mobilized military, and it's like, you know what, I don't think we are. I don't think we are okay.
I don't think Putin cares.
This is always where they equalize.
Oh, they called their keeper up.
Holy shit.
Woo!
It's that guy's face. It's always that guy's face after a game.
Now it's time to turn our attention to the draw.
I think we can afford to
Trophy.
sim a few.
£5,000.
We're rolling in it now.
We're rolling in the deep.
York City. Vale are at home
What's that song about?
to Tranmere Rovers.
The ocean. It's about a bunch of sailors.
Submariners.
Submariners.
About a bunch of rolling in the deep. Is just about a bunch of submariners.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been misinterpreting that song the entire time.
Yeah, well, you gotta look between the lines. That's what he's not saying.
It's Adele, motherfucker. It's a she.
Oh, whatever. I've never even heard that song.
It was everywhere. Remember when you were shocked that I had never heard a Taylor Swift song?
Yeah, because I had heard one. If I have heard a song, then that means that fucking thing is everywhere.
You're the music guy. Do you know what that conversation just reminded me of?
How little I got laid in high school.
Why would that remind me of how little you got laid in high school?
I don't know. You were probably getting laid just as much.
I don't want to say a number.